What's poppin', homies? It's your favorite homegirl, Gossip Girl, and today I'm gonna do something different because I want to talk to you about this lady named Omaima Nelson. Now, she's a Egyptian woman, and she came over here to the United States in 1986. But homegirl is nothing to play with, okay? Because she did her husband very, very, very dirty. Okay, so we're gonna get into it right here. Okay, so Miss Omaima Nelson was born and raised in Egypt and immigrated to the United States in 1986. She met her husband, William E. Nelson, also known as Bill Nelson, a 56-year-old pilot, in October of 1991, where she was just 23 years old. Within days of meeting, the couple married. But Omaima would later claim that during the couple's month-long union, she suffered abuse by her husband. Okay? Omaima claimed that on the 28th of November in 1991, Bill had assaulted her in their Costa Mesa, California apartment. Following this, she stabbed Bill with scissors and began to beat him with a clothes iron. After killing him, she began dismembering him and cooked his head and boiled his hands to remove the fingerprints. She then mixed up his body parts with the leftover Thanksgiving turkey and disposed of him in a garbage disposal. Neighbors claimed they heard the garbage disposal unit running for hours after the time of Bill's death. Okay, she reportedly castrated him in revenge for his alleged sexual assaults. She told her psychiatrist that she had cooked her husband's ribs in barbecue sauce and eaten it because it was so sweet and sultry. But then she later on denied this. Now, if you're going to tell your psychiatrist that you ate your husband, you ate his ribs in barbecue sauce, you're not going to see society for a long time. That's just what it is. You're not going to see society for a long time because they're going to be like, this girl is really off the chain, in which she is. I mean, she snapped, basically. Now, I read a book about her. In the book, they give you more gruesome details, but because the way YouTube is set up, you say anything out of the ordinary, they don't want to put a commercial on your channel. They just take your video down for whatever reason. And I'm not going to go through all that, but I will give you, what I can. So it says here that she was arrested on suspicion of murder charge in December of 1991. And later, her trial began almost exactly 1 year, December 1st of 1992. During the trial, it was revealed that as a child living in Cairo, she had undergone female genital mutilation, and sex was traumatic for her and painful, only increased by the assaults she allegedly sustained during her marriage. She was convicted of second-degree murder on January 12, 1993. She was sentenced to 27 years to life in prison. Now, she did become eligible for parole in 2006, but it was denied because it says here, it was denied when commissioners found her unpredictable and a serious threat to public safety. Okay, and then she became eligible again in 2011, but that was denied. And the parole board again citing that she had not taken responsibility for the murder and would not be a productive citizen if she was freed. She would not be able to speak or seek parole again until 2026. Now, this is my thing. You got people out here doing a lot of different crimes and they get paroled for it. You got people who's in jail who don't even need to be out and they get paroled for it. Now, I understand why they feel that way, but she didn't do this to multiple people. She did it to her husband. And I'm not excusing the fact, but we don't know, she snapped for a reason. Sometimes when things happen with women over and over and over again, and he's not here to tell his story, so what happens? They seek her as crazy and said that she's a threat to society. She's basically a menace to society. That's what they say. Now, she didn't do nothing to children. I think anybody who does anything to kids, they don't need to be out at all. They need to be under the jail. Not saying that she doesn't, but like I said, she went through some traumatic stuff in her childhood, so that her mind was already messed up. You get what I'm saying? And she was 23 years old, and he was 56. Come on now, that man was what, 34 years older than her, 33 years. Like, what the heck? It says here her story has also been on the ID channel, Happily Never After, and Deadly Women, and also Model Killers, as well as an episode of Snapped. Okay, they also referred her to Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lamb. Wow. Well, anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Like I said, the book itself gives a lot of gruesome details of what she's done, and it also explains it talks about her further, about other guys that she's been with, and she was a dominatrix worker and stuff like that. Miss Thing did a lot of different things, but as for her husband is concerned, he wasn't only just married to her, he was married to somebody else in a different part of town. Okay, and she did find out about that. She did find out about him being married to someone else. So that he wasn't no angel either. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can find that insert in the book, and I'll read it to you. Okay, so I found it. It says here that they quarreled over Bill Nelson's marital status. At the time of his death, Nelson was still married to a Santa Barbara woman, despite the vows he had taken with Omaima. Okay, so she did find out about his marriage, and I think that was like the drawing board for her, on top of the assaulting he was doing to her and stuff like that. But also, I want to point out some other stuff too as well in this book. I can't give y'all a lot of gruesome details, but I can give you some other stuff. Okay, so it says here that she had tried to cover it up. After the meal, she went to two of her ex-boyfriends for help in removing her husband's teeth, one of the parts of the body that could be used for identification by authorities. Okay, so she had this stuff thought out. She knew that if she was to get rid of him whole, they could identify him, by dental records and fingerprints and all that kind of stuff. Okay, then on December 1st, Omaima's friend visited a friend's house and asked for her help in disposing of the remaining body parts. And her friend was the one that called the cops on her, and she was arrested the next day. The investigators found most of Bill Nelson's corpse stuffed into garbage bags, but bits and pieces were still missing. Okay, so the coroner found that the weight did not add up. Bill Nelson had been a substantial man, weighing 230 pounds, okay? But they were still missing about 130 pounds of him. Okay, and they asked her, where he might have gone? And her explanation that she had been the victim of sexual assault by Bill Nelson and did not cut much ice with the jury. So that means that she ate some of him and then threw the rest of him in the garbage and got rid of the rest of him. That's crazy, because he was weighing 230 pounds. That's a solid dude. And they only recovered, they said 100 pounds, because 130 pounds of him was missing. So that's kind of crazy to me. But this is not the only person. I mean, yes, she did this to her husband, but there's other men that I think that she did this to. And it says here, in November 1990, she had tied up her former boyfriend, Robert Hansen, and demanded money at gunpoint. So she has a little history with her. You know, this lady has done some things. She has done some things. Let me just tell you. But yeah, how did you, I mean, if you guys know about her story, let me know in the comment section. Because like I said, I can't give you all the gruesome details. I probably could tell you in the comment section of the gruesomeness, but I can't really say it on video because YouTube just be messing with my channel sometimes. And I'm like, okay, you mess with my channel, but not nobody else's stuff. Like, what's going on? But anyway, let me know in the comment section how you like this story. What do you think about her? Do you think that her childhood tragedy led her to doing these type of things? That's part of why she snapped. Do you think this is the reason why she cannot enjoy sex like a regular woman? She's a beautiful woman, but she, you know, she got some really mental health issues going on, and I think it all started with her childhood. So you guys let me know in the comment section, what do you think? And I will talk to you guys later.